Okay, here we are in Rio Vista. This is a little cafe called Lucy's Cafe, which I've been to a couple of times. My mom's name was Lucy, and so it just seemed like prophetic. They don't have a lot of vegetarian food here in Rio Vista. Lucy's has a vegetarian burger, and that's what I've had. So I'm going to pause and go down to the river. So here we are at the river. I came here yesterday and videoed a little. I met a guy from Kansas. Turned out the sound was turned off on my camera, so I didn't get my little interview with him. It was way cool. But this is Rio Vista. My mailing address is Isleton. Rio Vista is the closest town. As you can see, we are actually on the river. It's a cute little town. This part of it's not particularly cute. I'm standing outside of City Hall. Hi, how are you? Cute dog. And we have the California flag, I think, the Rio Vista flag. I'm in Sacramento County. They have a Veterans of Foreign Wars monument here. There is a river walk, and I'm going to show you it. It is currently underwater. Pardon the bumpy video while I go up on the curve. So that's the river. And I think that is the pathway to the river walk. Obviously, it's underwater. So I'm standing here, there's my car, looking up Main Street. This town has 2 or 3 restaurants. There's a little bakery that has sandwiches. There's something called the 12th Street Diner. It's open for breakfast and lunch. There is an actual boat on the water. You actually don't see those very often this time of year. This is what passes for winter here. It is about, 40 degrees. It has been raining here. So what you're looking at is the Rio Vista Bridge. Over that bridge, where you see the trees, is the island where I live. It is called Brandon Island. And actually that's not Brandon Island yet. That's the road to Brandon Island. That's Highway 12. It goes down to 160, which in one direction would take you into town like San Francisco. The other direction ultimately would take you to the little town of Isleton and eventually other places. 12, which is what you're looking at, goes to Lodi. And so anyway, I go over the bridge, cross 160, and then I come to what's called the California Delta Loop, which is the loop around the island. So I may be 3 or 4 miles from Brandon Island, but it's in that direction, over the ridge. This is a very bike-friendly town. In fact, all of California is bike-friendly. Oh, I see someone rowing a boat, paddling a boat, I guess. The other day I went for a drive and saw a woman fishing who offered me anchovies. I declined. She meant anchovies to use as bait. So I'm going to pause this, make a move, and show you some other things. I don't know if you can see it, but there's but it's flying too far. There's a beautiful seagull over there. So if I can do this safely, I'm going to take you over the bridge. I will put the phone down if I think it's not safe to do this, but I'm gonna give it a shot. We're driving on Main Street. I had lunch at the little cafe a couple of days ago, and I was talking to a couple, and they said the one thing I had to remember about Rio Vista was that the police officers were really serious about the laws and that I should obey all of the laws. I was a little surprised because I didn't think I looked like a scofflaw, although when I was in law school, my era of law students got branded scofflaws because we parked at the church across the street from the law school when we weren't supposed to. So I think it might have been Judge Stevens in the federal court was a member of that church, and he wrote a letter to the editor saying that the UMKC law students were scofflaws. So